Brandon Velie, you are a transplant, as are many of the wonderful chefs who come to South Carolina. And tell us a little bit about your journey.
Well, I grew up in Hyattsville, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. Moved to upstate New York, Poughkeepsie, New York. It's actually about an hour and a half above New York City, but anything above New York City they call upstate. And grew up in Poughkeepsie and married a Poughkeepsie girl, and we ended up down here in South Carolina about 14 years ago, and we opened Juniper in Ridge Spring about 11 and a half years ago.
And you kind of learned to cook on the job, including chow.
Including chow, yes.
I guess that's what you would call military food.
4 years in the Marine Corps, so yep.
And so how did you begin to change the food that you had grown up cooking? How did it evolve into what you're doing these days?
I did not grow up cooking. So I like to, you always have these stories about my grandmother, and
Sure.
I work, my mom was
Da-da-da.
a terrible cook. Sorry, Mom. But I have an older brother, and both of us ended up becoming chefs. And I think that's because we had to fend for ourselves as kids.
Yeah.
So we started cooking at a very early age.
I think the fact that Ridge Spring is in the Ridge means that people associate it with wonderful taste, because we all grew up eating those peaches.
That's right.
So it's an added impetus for people to come and visit you.
It is. And that's a great time of year. I mean, starting in April till September is peach season on the Ridge. And we definitely get a lot of people that will stop for lunch while they're picking up their peaches.
Also, when you come to your place, I see that you not only use local produce, but it looks like local artists are well represented at your restaurant.
All the artwork on our walls is all local artists.
It just makes a wonderful, wonderful experience.
It does.
It's fun to come there. You feel at home. There's a lot to look at.
Thank you.
It's a visual and a culinary experience, and I want to
Yeah.
compliment you on such a tremendous job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.